Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
All right, you guys, we're back with another one on today. Looks like the Detroit Lions are running it back with defensive end Charles Harris. Definitely, I think that it was the right decision to make, even though some people say you could have passed on with Charles Harris and got someone else. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the Lions brought back a player that played solid for him, man. When he came over midpoint of the season, started balling out with the Lions. When Trey Flowers went down, he was injured and just was not playing. And then you had the injury of Romeo Okwara. Charles Harris stepped up his game, man. And you got to reward players when they're balling, and they played well. And last season, he ended up with 65 tackles, 38 of those tackles he assisted on, and also he had 7.5 sacks, which I think is awesome for a guy that was just in the rotation and added some depth to the pass rush, because we know that the Detroit Lions have struggled for a very, very long time having an elite pass rusher. And that's something that I think that the Lions still can find in the draft, in this draft class in 2022. They still can grab a Aiden Hutchinson. They still could grab a Kayvon Thibodeau. And there's so many different guys out there that you can grab at pass rush. You know, you got guys like Cam Thomas. You have Jermaine Johnson. You have Boye Mafe. You have Malone from Western Kentucky. You have David Ajabo. There is so many different guys out there that could be effective for the Detroit Lions in the draft with the pass rush. So ultimately, we don't know what the Lions are going to do when it comes to the draft selection. You know, whether they would take, even shock the world and even take a Malik Willis. I know a lot of you guys probably don't want to hear that, but it could happen. You never know what can happen. We never know what the Detroit Lions are thinking and what they ultimately going to do. You know, if they decide to trade back and somebody wants to come up because they feel like it's a player up there that they want, and they tell the Detroit Lions, hey, you know, we'll give you 2 of our guys just to be able to come up and get that guy. That would be awesome. Now, that would be kind of crazy, but at the same time, you know, you're not going to turn 2 picks down for 1 pick. So, you know, definitely if somebody is liking somebody and they want to come up and they are talking with the Lions and things of that nature, then, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But at the same time, man, you know, shout out to Charles Harris, man, for being able to get a team-friendly deal. The deal was a 2-year deal worth $14 million. So you're pretty much talking about, what, $7 million a season. So that's not bad for somebody that came over to the team and helped. Now, Charles Harris is a former first-round pick. Now, he used to play with the Miami Dolphins. He was selected by the Dolphins in 2017, I believe, and he was the 22nd pick overall with the Miami Dolphins. Then he had a little stint with the Atlanta Falcons, and then ultimately bringing his talents over to the Detroit Lions and being able to produce. I think with the Lions, he had his best season so far in the NFL playing with the Detroit Lions. Now, a lot of guys are not knocking down the door to be able to come to Detroit. And I know a lot of us as fans wanted to be able to see a guy like Marcus Williams come to Detroit, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. Marcus Williams on today declared to be able to take his talents over to the Baltimore Ravens. And the Ravens have a solid team, and they've always had good defensive players. And by him spurning the Detroit Lions because of the connection that he had with the coaches, he just ultimately went with the decision that was best for him, you know. And does that mean that we still can't go out in the draft and get our safety? Yeah, we still can go get our safety. It's still a couple free agent safeties that we can look at. You know, nobody's probably going to pay the Honey Badger a whole boatload of money. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But pretty much the Kansas City Chiefs have let the Honey Badger walk and go out there and find a deal. And I don't know if he'll find the deal that he's looking for, but definitely, man, I would love to have a Honey Badger type player on the Detroit Lions. But at the same time, you know, I know we've talked about Kyle Hamilton so much, and there's a lot of different safeties. The class is filled. I think this year's draft class is definitely defense. Defense is ruling the draft this season, whether it be safeties, linebackers, or pass rush. It is a lot of guys that you got to go through and do the homework on. And it's a lot of good, decent safeties that the Lions can pick up. Guys like a Jalen Petrie, guys like a Leon O'Neal, guys like a Jaquan Brisker, You got Brian Cook from Cincinnati. There is a lot of different safeties, but you got Kirby from Illinois as well. What I think ultimately with the Lions bringing back Tracy Walker, I think that the Lions ultimately need to find a ball hawking safety. And a lot of these guys that are coming in are kind of like they could be in between. Also, forgot about Smoke Monday. Can't forget about Smoke Monday. Love his size. Love that he's a playmaker. He can intercept as well. And he's a big hitter too as well. So it's a lot of safeties that you can get in this draft class. You just got to do that homework and do your due diligence. But the Lions just really got to focus and hone in on what they really want to do. But I think that ultimately you put Tracy Walker in the box and let him excel at what he's good at doing. And that's being able to get in the backfield and get tackles and make plays. And then that other safety needs to be the guy that's rangy and that's able to be a ball hawk. And I think if the Lions add that in the draft, or if they can find somebody that's in free agency, I think that they'll be fine. But I know a lot of you guys wanted Marcus Williams to be able to be a part of this team, and rightfully so. The dude is a ball hawk. The dude makes plays on the ball, and who wouldn't want that? So, man, shout out to Charles Harris again for getting a modest deal with the Lions on today. That deal reportedly was worth $14 million, so not bad for Charles Harris to get the bag. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. This is Raw Detroit. Until next time, peace.